In your opinion, does becoming a school union rep put a target on your back from higher management in a school?
Oh, my gut feeling is yes.
Of course it does.
Yeah,
Of
like,
course
it
it
does.
does.
Like I do feel that's my first thought.
Mm.
Like it's bad. It's bad to I don't want to make that judgment because
Yeah.
you're basically just assuming something about the SLT. But I do think it.
So target on your back is quite provocative, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what I guess I'm really saying is you're on their radar.
Yeah,
Like
big time.
as soon as they know there's a union rep in the school, because I've worked in schools without a union rep and I've worked in schools with a union rep. Like everyone knows who the union rep is. Like
Yeah,
you're
big
putting
time.
yourself on that pedestal of everyone thinks, and they will think about you when wanting to introduce stuff. They will probably, depending on how you do the union rep role,
Yeah.
they'll be thinking, oh, what's her name is union rep though,
Be
so
careful
they
about
might
that.
think that.
Yeah. I think I don't even have a complex answer for this. I think it really is as simple as this. The profession of teaching is built off of the back of exploiting teachers. It's literally built off of hard, free labor all the time. It's not contracted. So when you've got someone coming in that's like the furthest away from that you can really be and saying that I'm a union rep, which means I'm extremely aware of the fact that teaching is broken and I'm here to maybe do something about it and call you out if it's wrong. It's impossible to work in a school where that's not going to be like where you're going to be on the radar, like you said.
Yeah.
It's because the teaching profession is broken, so of
Yeah.
course it stands out.
Do you think? I think it would be really hard to be a union rep in a school. A lot of people said to me over the years, I think knowing that we did the podcast and stuff, and just the way I am in particular. I don't know if you had something similar, where a few people said to me like, "You should be a union rep in the school. You should be that person who explains the contract to everyone, or organizes teachers to get together and vote on something, and whether we should or shouldn't do it, etc." And I always thought I like the idea of doing all of that, but I never wanted to be the union rep.
same.
So I think it kind of answers that question in terms of, I feel like I could do it to
stigma.
an extent without being the rep, but it does come with some power. That's good. I do think every place should have a union rep, to be fair. But what would be your opinion then on being a rep, right? And I think we all agree, don't we, that there are some things in a school that technically should not be asked of a teacher, or technically isn't in your contract, or no, but I guess I'll do it. Even I think that to a degree.
Yeah, me too.
So as a union rep, would you still have some leeway, or would you have to be, no, this is the line, no, and I don't care that you're just asking me to cover half a lunchtime break once off because this thing happened.
Yeah.
The answer's no.
I think you probably answered why me and you never wanted to be a union rep, because we do believe in that little bit of leeway. We're not as hard as you think sometimes with these lines. Whereas with a union rep, I think you have to have a hard line. I think that's the point. You're representing that hard line. Like
even if you're just putting the argument forward.
Yeah, genuinely, I feel like the union rep is the one person that's not supposed to have a bit of leeway. They're supposed to be the basis of the grounded person at the other end of the scale, which is a reminder you're not supposed to be doing any of these things. You guys can have a discussion about whether you want to have some leeway or something, but I'm here as the union rep to say, this is the contract, it's black and white, you should or you shouldn't be doing these things. And I just don't think I could be that role, because I like being the middle person, which is like reminding people that this is our contract, these are the rules, but also I'm a real human being and we're all here working together, and sometimes there's a bit of give and take.
Yeah.
And I just don't know. I don't think I could be a good union rep, because I would be too much. It's like saying to a police officer, do you agree with every single law? Because I'm sure not every police officer agrees with 100% every single law they have to.
Sure.
What's the word? They have to enforce.
Yeah.
But they have to enforce it though, because they are the law. That is just their job. It's like you couldn't have a police officer that's like, I'm going to give a little bit, bit of give and take. You can break the law, mate, because I saw.
I don't know. I think, but I think what you just described there describes teachers. We've got to follow the curriculum. There's certain things in the curriculum I'm just like, do you know what? We're not doing that this year.
I'm skipping maybe.
That. I'm prioritizing this. Yeah, okay. And I guess more prevalent to what the discussion you're having is, there is stuff in the curriculum that I absolutely disagree with teaching, and I'm like, there is no point doing this. It's stupid, but I still teach a whole lesson on it.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm still doing what the police officer does in that case. I think union rep is just slightly different, because it's like it's an elected role where you like you're saying. I think by being in that role, you have to be that person. I think it's different to a police officer, teacher, etc. Because I think it's like the next level up, where it's like, imagine going to a union rep, right, and saying, "Is this against the rules?" And they're like, "Yeah, but just do it."
Yeah,
you can't do that.
You just can't.
You can't do that. Yeah, whereas as a teacher, it's like, I mean, I've got to do this curriculum. I think it's silly. Why am I teaching Roman numerals? Poor Roman numerals gets a bad rap on it.
Yeah.
But I will teach Roman numerals because it's part of the curriculum. And I'm like, okay, I disagree with this, but still. Whereas I just think union rep's just the next level, where you have to go by the book, I think. I also think you and I could do a good job at it, though. Like, I think you can go by the book and teachers still choose to do something different. But I think what's important is and this is why we do this podcast a lot of the time, teachers need to know where their bottom line is, where they can say no. That's the freedom I think that a union rep should give its staff is, I'm going to empower you with knowledge where this is where you can reasonably draw the line. If you choose to go past it, I'm not going to stop you. Like, cool. But what I need to do as a union rep is tell you that it technically is not allowed, therefore you shouldn't be doing it, or that technically is asking too much of you. You don't have to do it. And I think they're different things, aren't they?
Yeah, slightly. Do you think we should train then? Union reps, podcast union reps.
What? Make our own union?
Yeah, just we're in a union now. We're here as representatives on this podcast.
Are we representing podcasters? Or
yeah, true. Yeah. Sorry, teachers, you're out.